Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. I'm guessing doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 16th November 24. We started the day yesterday with some Dexter, so I just think it's normal that we start with Dexter, but this is a very simple day. I got to read, two snacks to get, coffee to make, a little sunrise behind me, and yeah. So, if you don't mind, let's continue with this beautiful show called Dexter. We're not in a hurry, but it's really cold today, and I don't have as much energy as I did yesterday. And the secret behind staying in the cold for a while is energy. So your body will spend energy to stay or to fixate or to balance the temperature of your body. So if it's really cold, you spend energy to warm your body up, and if it's really hot, then you spend energy to cool down your body with sweatings and things like that. So when you're tired, it's hard to handle cold. We're just gonna be reviewing one episode of Dexter today. Sadly, I was extremely busy. I couldn't watch a lot. Yesterday we did 10, 9, 10. And today, ladies and gentlemen, no, that's not true. That is not true at all. I think we did 8 and 9 yesterday. So today we're doing 10, 11. So you know what? We're doing 2. Doing the exact amount we did yesterday. And if you're happy about yesterday, then you should be happy about today. So episode number 8 is actually quite nice. We had a huge reveal, right? In episode 9, that the big bad Trinity killer had 2 daughters. We learned that the big bad Trinity killer had a daughter called, I don't know her name, but she's fucking hot. And she's also fucking Quinn, which makes it weird to find her hot when she's fucking another guy. That's a little fucking, right? Almost enough to get me monetized. Oops. I'm not monetized. I don't care. So the episode, they catching. They catched. It's funny because it's actually beautiful for the very first time. Touch for the very first time. We have a moment where Dexter didn't get it. Dexter wasn't the first to discover it. And I think it's so refreshing. Don't get me wrong, I love Dexter. Don't get me wrong, he's my favorite character. But it is a bit boring that he found something in episode number 2. In episode number 4, everybody else realized, because I said 2 times the reveal. Now, no matter how good the reveal is, the second time is always bad. Now, I know what you're saying. Ink, you didn't watch the same show that we did. We know Archer's Trinity Killer. Dexter knows that. However, he doesn't know that the daughter of Archer is the girlfriend of Quinn. He learns it. But Deb learns it first. I gotta say, Deb, this episode, she's my favorite. See, Deb, my issue with Deb, and I mentioned this before, I know she's a lot of people's favorite character. And I get that. I love Deb. I absolutely love Deb. And to a certain degree, she's kind of cute. Well, there's this one thing with Deb. There's just really this one thing with Deb that plays in her favor, but plays against her a little bit. I was watching a movie last week. I was watching this cold classic, which called White Chicks. And there was a character who was played by none other than Deb. And I love Dexter, but do I like it so far as much as White Chicks? I don't know. So Deb, she plays this fantastic role today. So Deb, she shared about us. So basically, we learned that the Trinity Killer daughter had issues. That's why she shot Londi. Oh, spoiler! She shot Londi. Quinn girlfriend shot Londi to protect her father. What a good daughter. And we learned that her father did not give a shit about her. And the way they're portraying it is amazing. He treats her like shit. Now, should you treat a woman like shit? No. Should you treat your daughter like shit? Fuck no. But it's a good way to portray that he does not care. Right? And weirdly speaking, this resonates with Deb, and we know for a fact because it's been mentioned in first season, second season, and third season, and now in fourth season. But you know, it's mentioned, but it's one of those information that even though you keep mentioning it, you keep on feeling bad, and you feel bad for Deb because her father didn't care about her. Now, the reality speaking is it is quite easy to understand why Harry preferred Dexter. It's really easy to speak in, really easy to understand. Harry, right? Harry was a cop. He talked about being a cop at home. Cop was part of his life, was a bigger part of his life when Dexter's mother died, not his real mother, when Debbie's mother died. All he talked about was the cop. He had his friends, his co-worker, show up at the house talking about this operation, this inspection. Look at this. Are you kidding me? This is beautiful. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll keep a white book. I'm gonna show you something. A little bit of savoir-faire, and we're gonna be fixing two of the biggest thing that I can do this morning. One was jerking off, which we already did, and then the other was finding the right angle to present a story, which is more important, believe me. So, Dexter was not only him as a father, but Dexter was him as a cop. See, Deb, she has this eternal flaw, this really, really big flaw. She didn't want to be a cop. And I think Harry knew that. Harry possibly saw it and said, yo, she's trying to follow my footsteps. She can't make her own life. So Dexter's like, not only is he following my footsteps, but he's gonna go above and beyond what I'm doing. He's gonna cross the line I'm not willing to cross. Right? And again, if your main purpose is justice, seeing it serve is a bit more important. See, I don't want to call Harry a asshole, but Harry definitely was a servant, a slave, a simp for the greater good. Doesn't matter how far you have to go, the greater good is all you need. If you have to kill somebody for the greater good of humanity, then kill somebody. Right? A father is a very big accomplishment. It's the biggest accomplishment you can get. Forget the $1 million, forget the billionaire, forget a company. Being a father, up here, right? But being a father comes with a price. You realize how shitty the world is. And you realize how shitty the world is for your kids to grow up in. So you're gonna make the world a better place. What if your kid was the answer to the world being a better place? Not for you kids, but for your co-worker kids, for the neighbor's kid, who know. It's a beautiful moment. So Debbie, she talked about her daddy issues, and weirdly speaking, Debbie has this really nice moment when they're interrogating Quinn's girlfriend, and they're relating, and it's a shame because that was a really, really good scene, but they kind of fucked it up. And again, this is my opinion, but they kind of fucked it up by the Trinity killer daughter not being receptive. So yeah, you both have daddy issues. This is a nice step for Debbie. It's a nice step for it's kind of nice character development for Deborah, because Deborah, yes, she's a police officer, but she's also a woman. Now, why is that important? Well, it's better to relate it with a woman than a woman. When Lagerta doesn't do a lot around the office, and the only woman is Deb, that's a very good narratively speaking, that's very good. That is fucking great. But you didn't use it. That's your fault. Doesn't matter. We had even a scene, and this is a big spoiler, but the daughter of the Trinity killer says, "I shot you. Can you forgive me?" And Deb, she's acting wonderfully. The acting is really good there. She's like, "I'm doing my job. I can never forgive you. Fuck you." And what happened? Trinity killer daughter. Yeah, it's a pretty big moment. But then you realize it's not so much about her killing herself. Of course, that's sad, but she was a piece of shit. She used Quinn, right? She shot Lundy. If you see, Lundy to me wasn't a great character. He was an amazing character, but he wasn't a great character. He was a character that was in and out. He was a character that was kind of part of the team, but not part of the team. He was a character that was dating Deb because she had daddy issues and left her. So Dundee from The Office, of course, wasn't my favorite character. However, he could have been the following. See, Dexter believes. I'm gonna say it twice because why not? Dexter believes that the code of Harry is flawed. Right? Lundy could have created the code of Lundy. See, in this very season, they get very close. You're obsessed with word, Dexter, just like I am. And the truth is, I'll be completely honest. I think Lundy, right? I think Lundy would have possibly saw Dexter as a criminal, but he would have understood him. And I don't think people would have understand Dexter. I think if one guy can understand Dexter, it's Lundy. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we have a little friend. What are you doing in short like that? Hello, little bug. How about you? Ik loopwoord. I like to call it in English, nor do I care. So episode number 10, that's pretty much it. We have more of the situation between Archer and Dexter. Now it's totally a 180. And the first episode, or the episode 9, Dexter was like, yo, we need to, and I think this speaks volume out of Dexter's character. I think it speaks a lot of volume. In episode number 9, he was like, well, the Trinity Killer, I do not respect him, I have to stop him, but I can still learn from him. Now, in the episode number 10, that's where he decides to act. And there's one thing that changed him. And you just see Dexter as this amazing character, as this complex character. See, I did a video yesterday saying why I love Dexter, why I love the character of Dexter. And this is one of the reasons why. Archer doesn't do 3 kills, he do 4 kills. See, that's a beautiful thing. Archer kind of killed his sister, saw his mother commit suicide, killed his father. However, this family was 4-member. Little Archer, he kills little kid because he calls them little Archer, and you think that kid died that day, so they had to do, he kills young boy. And this is where Dexter draws the lines. And again, you could say, yeah, but he draws the line as a kid. Who gives a fuck about the 4th kill when there's 3 other kills, right? Well, we do give a fuck because just like Dexter, he was saved as a kid by Harry, right? Changed his life. Just as Dexter, he always had a thing for kids. He took care of Rita Kid, and he actually, it's kind of weird because with Angel, I truly believe that with Angel, there's his brother. They're not brothers, but there's just this love, this love that exists, like this brothership, this brother love. You're gonna tease me, I'm gonna tease you back, right? I truly believe that. I believe that he has deep emotion for Deborah. And in season 1, episode 1, we talk about Deborah. It's like, I don't like a lot of people in life, but if I had to like someone, it would be Deb. She's his whole world, right? And then we mentioned Rita, but then the kids is just different. I think the kids is the first person where he really likes them. And it could be because Dexter doesn't want them to have to go through what he's doing. So he protects them. And he trying to make the world a better place that way. I think there's a lot of self-loathing with Dexter. And that self-loathing brings him in a position of nobody's going to go through where I'm going. Nobody's going to become what I'm going through, you know? And in episode number 10, there's this really crucial scene where he's asking Jonah to help him. And that is the first time he's asking for someone to help him in the fashion of, let's find your father. But then again, Dexter is changing. Dexter now is a family guy. He's Peter Griffin. We got Lois Lane. We got Meg. Shut the fuck up, Meg. We got Chris, and we got Stevie. How can I forget Brian? There's no Brian, but how can I forget Brian, you know? And that's pretty much it for episode number 10. Episode 11 is where we see the big change. He's literally starting to gain some time. He started to blackmail Archer, right? And it's not clear if... So he follows Archer to stop him, and then gets caught. It's not clear if the blackmail was a plan or was a rescue plan or a plan B. So he gets caught, and then Archer asks, what you want, Dexter? And Dexter says, I want money, which is not true. He wants the death of Archer. There's this very important moment in season 4 where Dexter saves Archer. And that is him saving a killer. He digitally kills killer. That's the first time in 4 seasons that we do that. It brings a lot to the story. It brings a lot. He feels guilty about Archer being alive. So there's this constant play. Dexter creates